Alright, in the last part, we managed to beat Hao at the festival, and in this part, we're going to see the professor, who's apparently fighting some Pokemon. Oh yeah, Rockruff, let's go. Give it everything you've got. My body is ready. Whoa. Alright. Apparently Lily lives here too. And that's why she's an assistant. But, oh well. Professor never stops researching moves, not even inside the lab itself. Which is why the lab has so many broken parts, I guess. We should probably go in before he does any more damage. You know what? Not gonna argue that makes sense. Well, hello, Kukui. What are you going to give us today? Why did you call us over? His moves were just too styling, so we got a Pokedex that he gave us a little earlier, and now we're going to get some specialty. It finally arrived, meaning our bottom screen is going to have a use. Rotom. That's right, they built the Pokedex specifically to jam a Pokemon into and leave for the rest of its life. And there's Rotom. And now we have a Rotom Dex. But it's going to take us another 3 minutes for the game to tell us that we have Rotom Dex, so... Nice to meet you, pal. Gentle on the goods, okay? And there, now we've got a map. Rotom Dex gets a little more stuff in the sequels, but just nice to meet you, Rotom. But now Hao is here to visit as well. Alola! It's gonna scare away all the Pokemon. And debate going into the loft. Which is clearly Lily's room. So, we've got the Rotom Dex, and next we have to head over to the trainer school, I guess. I think we can get a Pokemon pretty soon, but I don't think it'll be this part, thanks to the trainer school. Good, I'll do it. Come on, send me on the trials. Here, have this amulet. That's gonna be blank for the next little bit. Oh no, it's gonna be full. Oh well. But each of those crystals probably stands for an island. But... okay. No, I don't have to learn, but it's where we get experience share, so it is the best place for us to go next. Do we still have Picky Peck in the lead? Yes. 2 HP, not enough to leave it there. We'll throw Splashy in the lead for a bit till we get at least to the trainer school, which should be just past the Pokemon Center, so we'll have a chance to heal up too. But first, some enemies. What are we fighting this time? We are fighting Wingull. Nice, interesting Pokemon again. We just fought the trainer version of this, so... Level 7. Why is the trainer version weaker than this one? You're training on a route where your Pokemon are weaker than? That's surprising. Because yeah, the one we just fought with the Wingull, wasn't it level 6? It was at the end of the last part, so I'm not 100% certain, but... Another hit by Splash. Not very effective. It's getting close. I would want to get some experience for Woody, but I can't risk that something knowing Pursuit and killing Woody. I need this typing for usefulness later. Pretty much any grass types or fighting types are going to be handled by Woody. For right now anyways. Since flying, very useful. An awakening. I never checked, what is Woody's ability? We know Splashies, it's the same as all the starters. Not Blaze, but Keen Eye, which is can't lower accuracy. That is a good start. Without our accuracy being able to lower, all those sand attack guys are useless. Useless! And another encounter, why not? What are you gonna be? Hello, young goose. I like the just level difference between these two areas. We were just in an area where everything's level like 2 to 4, and now suddenly things can be level 7. So potentially you could have fought a level 2, did that one battle against Hal, and now you're fighting level 7s. And that's terrifying, but not undoable, really, because you can always backtrack, you can always train up again after. Let's just restore our Pokemon here. I know that's the next thing we get to do. Yeah. Let's see the Pokemon Center. We have to be through the entire trainer school before we're able to continue on. So, Nurse Joy heals Pokemon. Special treats and tips and all that stuff, but time to heal up. Woody we want to put back in the lead because it is still 2 levels lower. We don't have experience share yet, though it is coming pretty soon. What in the world? Well, there's Tauros blocking the road again. I believe you tried to go this way earlier. Tauros was blocking by the Pokemon Center. So really that Tauros is going to be a roadblock for the rest of this island, just in various spots. Alright. He passed us while we were in the Pokemon Center, I guess. His trademark thing, just 4 of X, or just insert whatever you need to at that point. And we got the experience share, which will be a great way for us to train some of our weaker Pokemon that we'll be getting sooner. Because still, unfortunately, we haven't had a chance for another Pokemon, because this is also considered part of Route 1. But let's pick up our potion and talk to this person clearly by the incinerator. Because the teacher told me to. Beat my Pokemon, I'll give you a simple but important lesson. Alright. Youth Athlete Hiromi. Picky Pack. Oh good, we got a Picky Pack versus Picky Pack here. Unfortunately, that's just good reason for me to switch out of Picky Pack. Especially when they're the same level. Come on out, Splashy. While we do have experience share, we get more experience if they contribute in battle. There's the echoed voice. So right now you see it hit us for 6. If he uses it again next turn, it's gonna hit us for 12, and then I'm not sure if it goes to 24, it just repeats 12. Because if it goes to 24, then it's similar to Rollout. Picky Peck goes down after 2 water gun hits. Not the strongest enemy, but 70 experience is not a bad thing. That's game and set. Use of items or moves to boost your team stats can increase how much damage your Pokemon deals and how much less it takes. Now, if I understand correctly, I should be able to talk to Lily and she'll heal me. Everything's back up to full. Our poor Picky Peck who took 0 damage. And I'm going to do that between each fight, just to make it a little easier on ourselves. Oh. Hello. Teach you the tactics I learned here at school by beating you with them. Alright, what do you have against us right now? You have... Oh, sorry, you're youngster Joey. Are you Rattata Joey, or are you... No, you're Metapod Joey. Metapod's good, because I think he'll only have Tackle and Harden at this point. And that's an iffy if he even has... Tackle. Let's get a peck in right off the bat while he's still got Weekend. A critical hit. Alright, this is where good thing that they have the experience share. So while we didn't get the 91 experience onto Poplio, we are going to get like 40 or so like that onto Poplio instead. So not 0 that we would have gotten prior to this, but at the same token, you didn't poison or paralyze. You didn't even damage us. But we'll pick up this item. We got an antidote. In the event he did poison you, you could either Pokemon Refresh to get rid of it, or just pick up the item. There's a Paralyze Heal, and there's an antidote. That's everything that they could have did to us here. What are the sort of Pokemon that we're going to run into? No, I don't want to fight a Magnemite. Even with the fact that I just got a nice fighting move, I don't trust it enough to take out a Magnemite with 1 electric could probably kill Picky Peck. So that is something you have to worry about in these grasses, especially when you're Nuzlocking. Let's head into the school. There should be 1 more person hiding in the classroom for us. Is it you? Oh, that's just telling us about stab moves. Nothing else looks like an item or a trainer. Neither you two. You look like a trainer, though. Alright, we're gonna fight up close and personal with this preschooler what? Preschooler Mia. With Bonsly would be a troublesome character if Woody hadn't just got Rock Smash, actually. Let's see if... No, we're not going to risk it. Any rock move would be able to kill Woody, so we're going to switch it out and keep with Splashy. If this guy uses Rock Throw, I'll know it's a good plan. Oh, Fake Tears. That'll lower our special defense twice. Yeah, harshly fell. However, 1 water gun should be enough to take out this Bonsly. It's super effective! And that makes 3 of the 4 trainers we had tracked down in this area done. Aw, baby doll eyes. You know, what is that one? That is lowers attack and it always goes first. Well, it definitely beats Growl, since it does have a priority move too. So we've got a priority Growl. Nothing too useful, but especially against these totem Pokemon, it is going to be a lifesaver. Unfortunately, we won't get a good chance to see that for a bit. Heal me! This trainer school actually went by in a flash. In Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I don't know why, but it went so much worse for me. I guess it's just the team comp I had. I had a bunch of normal types. I had a really low level Rowlet, all that sort of stuff up against these guys. I think Rowlet was only level like 4 or 5 when I was challenging him. But here is Grimer, which means this is where we're going to have to start worrying about poison. Let's use Peck, because I believe he's a grass poison type. I was mistaken. Heart. Alright, so our attacks are going to start doing less damage thanks to that. But that's what Echoed Voice is for. Hit him for a decent amount. Get hit by Bite. Ooh. Poisoned on contact, too. Did too much damage to Woody to warrant him staying in, so we gotta switch to Splashy and hope for the best, because if Splashy gets poisoned too, we're gonna be fighting a match trying to keep ourselves alive. Alright, Splashy was not poisoned. Since the poison move, I don't want to use Disarming Voice, since I believe they're weak against both poison and steel. Which means in the future, Splashy's not going to have been able to help in this fight once it gains its fairy typing. Alright, we got a TM. TM1, work up. That's going to be a way to boost our, I believe, our attack and defense. If you can't learn the TM, it can't learn the TM, but TMs now can be used infinite amount of times. I think that was the case in 6 as well. But what happened? Attention all students, would Bard please come to the office on the 2nd floor? Bard to the 2nd floor office, please. I did nothing. Come on now. Will you heal me too? Yep. Alright. She still heals you, and let's head over to the 2nd floor office. Our Pokemon are still set with Woody in the lead? Yeah, alright. No longer poison thanks to that. I should have shown off Refresh right there, but I know we're going to get a chance in the future. It's honestly made most of the status healing items kind of useless outside of the in-battle purposes. So we have to talk to that person right in there. However, I was just checking to see if there's an item kicking around in here, because I thought there was one in the school, but I seem to be mistaken. Must be on the 3rd floor if there is. So let's talk to this, I guess, principal. I can't believe that you beat all my students. After seeing such a performance, I'd like to battle you myself. Let's battle her. That's why we had to heal up at Lily. Oh, she's a teacher. Did to beat all 4 of her students. Why does she have 4 students of completely different grade ranks, basically? We're up against teacher Emily. With Magnemite, already we're in a bad situation. But we didn't really have any area we could still be grinding to get some experience. I'm going with a Rock Smash, hoping that it'll be fast enough, not necessarily enough damage, but fast enough to save us. Defense fell, alright. Thundershock, don't kill me. Oh. And because the defense fell, I'm going to trust another Rock Smash. As long as we weren't speed tied, we had a chance of taking out Magnemite. But I was too worried that that thing would kill both my people if I tried to make a swap. So, Woody actually made that attack through, and is going to be useless for the rest of our encounter. Fortunately, our next fight is against a Meowth, which, if I understand correctly, is Dark type, thanks to it being an Alolan Meowth. I'm right, alright. Because of that little bit of grinding we did at the beginning, we're decent level even in this situation. With our Disarming Voice, should be Yep, super effective, almost able to kill Meow, and the next hit will take him out. I'm a bit sad Splashy isn't faster, but it looks like we survived just well enough to take everything down. I'm glad there is a very visible difference in this game compared to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, because I struggled so much to get through the trainer school there, and this one we just took it over in one set. What did we get? We got 5 Great Balls for this. That's going to be very useful for us since, well, right after the trainer school we have a chance of our next Pokemon. This is the Trial Captain Ilma? Yeah, sure, Ilma. But anyways, look like so very delighted in battle, had no choice but to summon you here. Alright, Trial Captain, which means we're going to be fighting his trial soon. And as he said, in the city there are going to be patches of grass. That is where we're picking up our 3rd member for the team. I think we'll be able to have 5 members by the time we got to the trial. We're going to get a few areas rapid fire. But yeah, 2 of them are like, I guess 3rd graders, and then 2 are preschoolers. How are they all 4 of them her students? There's lots to see. However, we should check if Pikipek and Poplio have been healed after this point. Pikipek did not survive that battle very well. And Lily wants to show us this way. But with no mention of healing, I don't trust it. I know there's no battle urgently, but Lily's very impressed with how we battled at the trainer school. When we weren't even a trainer, we were able to save Nebby. And we forgot about the Tauros. War. Tauros is still being a nice, friendly roadblock. We have to give Tauros a pat, otherwise it'll never get used to us. So, whoa. And this is supposed to mention Pokemon Refresh. We don't even get an option of what to do. The second we walked up to it, it was just like, oh yeah, it loves the pat. He's pretty scary, you don't want to ride on Tauros. I do, he seems like he'd be a lot faster than walking through the city. But Hal wants to get something good to eat. I think this is a pretty recurring theme for Hal the entire game. And they've run off to explore the city. Our Pokemon are full healed, so we can join them. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a nice stroll around Hau'oli. Hau'oli? Especially the beach. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pronounce any of the town names, I don't think. Even Melemele is probably not how you pronounce it. But you can see lots of people hanging out on the beach, or going swimming, or just sunbathing. You know, the usual. And Hal really likes the beach. But this person has a bit of an issue. We've come from somewhere far off, and they can tell. The proper way to greet someone in Alola is, of course, Alola. Just like in Kanto when it was Kanto, or Johto when it was Johto. All joking aside, but seriously, why is how would you say for hello just the region name again? nothing too interesting in this portion here. There's an item on the beach, there's some people to talk to. That's about it. But yeah, Own Tempo is a nice ability. It prevents you from being confused. Oblivious, I think, prevents being affected by status ailments, but... Alright, thought I recognized the sound of those feet. Really? You just brought me with you. But we're going into this tourist area because we have a Rotom-Dex. And that gives us access to a fun little mini-game. You get the news fast. But we get a special item, a Pokefinder. It just attaches right onto the Rotom-Dex and lets you take pictures. But yeah, Rotom will just bing, which confused me to no end in the first one, because easily by the second island I'd forgotten entirely about the fact you could use the Pokefinder, so every once in a while there was just a ding that I didn't know where it was coming from. So, once we step out of here, we'll be pulled into the Pokefinder tutorial. By that guy, not you. Or you. Rotom-Dex was upgraded to get pictures. Lily is very happy for Rotom. Oh. And Rotom took our picture. And Hao still wants to go get something to eat. So, Rotom just wants to flaunt its camera and take some pictures. Unfortunately, Lily is going to the clothes shop, so here's the tutorial. What you got? Lucky kid, if you got a Pokefinder, I'll give you a little tip. We broke this rock so you can take pictures for it. Yep, that's it. So, if you go over there, Finder's Keepers, and this Finder is mine. Press R when you see the icon change. If you look on the bottom screen way below me, I guess straight down past the team, you'll see there's a big R over the center where we're standing. So we fire up the Pokefinder, and it puts us into this mode. We can take 6 pictures. This Pikachu is literally just going to sit there and let us take its picture. So we'll just aim directly at it. And there. We've taken all the pictures we can. So let's take this one. Alright, the comments are pouring in. I'd like to see it better, if only. Hungry, when's lunch? Nice sunshine. See, there's just random comments. But we got 770 thumbs up for that. Which is just, you know, yeah, one more picture and we would theoretically be able to get level 2, which gives us zoom. Which might as well, yeah, here, we'll take the picture, that way I can show you guys zoom. Even though, it's an interesting way to end it. We've got, oh, a nice Growlithe kicking around over here. I wish it would be a little closer. Oh, and it's gone again. Like, that sort of picture is the one I want. So we got him right at the end there. So we're gonna want our last picture, where he's coming running right at the camera. That gives us a good size, that gives us everything Pokemon Snap checked, basically. And look at that, we got 999, just one short of 1,000. But that puts us well over 1,500. So we get version 2, which does give us zoom. Which will make it easier to get more thumbs in the future. One more shot here and I'll show you that too. So, we can now zoom in, which means this guy. See, look at, we can actually take a close picture of him. That being said, he's going very slowly. He looks very happy about it. There, all the pictures we can in one go. I think that second last one's gonna be our best. Yep, right in the front, right zoomed in on him. And let's see. Too bright. I don't care. And you can see compared to our 999, since we got a chance to zoom in, we get 2,593. Yes, we're up over 4,000. But that's all we're going to do with the Poke Finder right now, and that's actually going to be where we end it. In the next part, we'll be picking up our 3rd, 4th, and probably 5th member of our... Well, actually, we'll probably picking up our 3rd for sure, and then maybe our 4th and 5th member of our teams. But, for now, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great night. Saving game.